I'd like to welcome you all to the inaugural first episode of the No Sell Show.
Yes,
That's right. This is the wrestling show, bro, that they didn't know they needed, but they definitely needed in their life. With that being said, I am one half of your host, Garland Greene, a.k.a. The Rainmaker, a.k.a. Kenny Omega. And on my left-hand side, I have...
your boy, DMC, a.k.a. Drew Callis.
And we in the building as always. We'd like to thank y'all for coming out with us today, you know what I'm saying, and taking a little trip as we do what we do. We're basically about to shoot on our wrestling expertise, you know, whether that be AEW, WWE, it could be Impact. I don't know about Ring of Honor. What do I do? Yeah, New Japan Wrestling, GCW, MLW.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere. We're everywhere, right?
We're everywhere.
We might even pop up in a backyard wrestling scenario. You never know. You might see the No Sell Show there. So with that being said, man, we're going to just start this show off with our favorite, because we are AEW aficionados. We love watching AEW. AEW had a pretty good week this week. What do you think, man?
Yes, sir. Very good week. Besides the botches, it was a good week.
We'll get to the botches as usual. Hey, man, do you got your lighter on you, bro? You want to fire that back up right there, man? Appreciate you on that one.
Got you.
All right. They started off this week with Dynamite, which was a good show because it was the 2nd year anniversary.
Oh, yeah, definitely
right?
was.
So we got to think about something, guys. Kind of like how this show was just kind of started off of me and my homie right here, man. Me and the homie have homies who are homies, you know what I'm saying? And we conversate on social media to it actually, you know what I'm saying? We hooked up in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we're doing. This is how businesses are built. This is how federations are started, right?
Yes, sir.
Kind of like how when the Elite were in New Japan Wrestling, you know, it was Kenny Omega, it was the Bucks, it was Hangman Adam Page and Cody Rhodes, and they had this show on YouTube that they started called Being the Elite. You know what I'm saying?
Is that BTE?
BTE, that's BTE, you already know.
Okay.
And what do the Bucks say? They say they're fucking up the game, or how do they say it? They're the industry or something. They have a saying, but with that being said, these guys wanted to change the game, man. And 2 years later, a group of friends who just started a YouTube show, a clique of wrestlers, were able to go from a pay-per-view that they put their own money up for, all out, right?
Own promotion,
right? To their own promotion, co-owned by Tony Khan, and it's 2 years deep right now. Their anniversary was on Wednesday, man. So hopefully we have the same type of impact with you guys, man. This is just something that we started off a friendship. We wanted to, you know, get the game a little bit of our own thoughts on how we feel about wrestling. You know, we felt like that was missing, especially from our sports group fans of the game too.
Okay.
You know, so the 2 year anniversary was a great show, man. It started off with an 8-man tag team match, right?
That was a hell of a match. That was a hell of a match. A hell of a way to start a show too. You put all your top,
heavy hitters, right?
Yeah.
You put your major cards on the first match. So for you guys who didn't see it, it was Jurassic Express, Christian Cage, and your boy Bryan Danielson versus the Elite, the Super Clique, the Super Elite. You know, we had Kenny Omega.
Okay, the cleaner,
Adam Cole, baby, and the Bucks. What I'm starting to see, and we've talked about it, for y'all who don't know even the backstory about BTE, when Adam Cole went to WWE, they kind of wrote him off the show, and the whole storyline behind that was Kenny Omega and the Bucks killed him.
Yes.
So with him coming back to AEW, he's come back to life.
Resurrected.
Right? But Adam Cole is so over. You can see it in the crowd and everything. But you can already see the storyline they're starting to work. It's like the Super Clique. Adam Cole in that match was just bigging up himself. The whole match, right? And it was just crazy. You can start to see, you're going to see the separation. You know the turn is going to come because Kenny Omega tried to kill him. Right?
Question though, before we continue. Is it a face turn for Adam Cole? Or is it a face turn for Kenny Omega? Meaning it's going to be a heel turn for Adam Cole.
Oh, Adam Cole is already heel, so they got to heal him even more. I don't know how they're going to do this. The one thing I love about AEW is its long-term storytelling. So they're going to work it, but you can already see the workings happening, even the switching up like you were talking about of the Good Brothers.
Yeah.
I think the Good Brothers are going to turn face. You're going to get to see them, a good match between them and the Young Bucks. But in this match, again, you were seeing basically, in the beginning, it was Jungle Boy versus the Elite. They pretty much worked him over. But let me tell you something, bro. I am very impressed with Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus right now, as a wrestling fan, I can honestly say he's got to be at least top 5.
Right? He needs a bigger push, right? Big man, top 5 big men, exactly. He's in there doing all types of sunrises and flips.
Hurricane Ranas.
Right?
All types of luchador moves.
Exactly, for a big man that the big man shouldn't be doing. And I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, this guy deserves a push. My cousin is big on him. He's like, yo, that dude right there is a star. So we got to see him do his thing. We got to see Bryan Danielson get in, of course, back with Kenny Omega. And they kind of went at it. You saw Nick and Matt do their thing. Christian Cage pretty much doesn't wrestle nowadays. He just gets in a couple of spots.
Yeah, he's there to put them over more.
Yeah, Captain Courage, But it was a great match, bro, and I could see things. But towards the end of the match, when they were working over Luchasaurus and they went to do a 4-man move, it kind of botched. But the botch was kind of a written botch.
It looked like they played right into it, too.
Right? So they were looking like, oh, they kind of messed up, and they were kind of looking at Kenny like... And you could see them looking at Kenny, right? Like, what the fuck you did? And they kind of, they try to play it off. But, bro, long story short, the Elite, of course, prevailed in this match, right?
Yes, sir.
One thing I like to see at the end of the match is they did the Elite V-trigger. I've never seen this move before.
That was the first time.
First time, right?
Yeah, that was all 4 of them, actually. If I'm not mistaken, was all 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
Yeah, that was the first time.
First time ever. And me and my cousin was like, whoa, that was amazing. So they put on a great match to start off, you know what I'm saying, the 2-year anniversary. And they just kind of rolled with it. What's her name? Hashia. I can't pronounce her name. Let me not disrespect her and pronounce her name, but I know she wrestled her match against Serena Deeb, where Serena Deeb kind of went super heel on her, you know what I'm saying? But we fast forward to the ladder match. The ladder match was the match of the night where you had Matt Hardy, Orange Cassidy, Jon Moxley, Idolo, Pac, and the Joker. Now, earlier in the week, Buddy Matthews had put out a tweet saying, the Joker card and erased it. So he kind of put out, a little bit of a stir.
A little bit of a tease.
But AEW faithful knew that it was going to be Hangman Adam Page, right? The match started off with Cassidy and Pac. It was a good going back and forth until the next card came in. I believe it was Idolo.
Yeah, Idolo came in after.
Right.
Which Cassidy and Pac have good chemistry together.
They have great chemistry.
Yeah.
Pac is an awesome wrestler, and I just kind of feel like he's going to kind of get lost in the shuffle here because of all the new stars that have come in, because he was on his way to being the AEW champion.
Yeah.
Because remember, he was the Dragon's Gate champion.
Yeah.
When he came in, and he wouldn't even put Kenny over.
Remember? He damn sure didn't.
He wouldn't put Kenny over while he was the champion. That he lost in the disqualification match. With that.
But the dude that came in after, the one we just said that came in after.
Matt Hardy?
No. Idolo. Is he gonna get lost in the shuffle, you believe?
I don't think so. The storytelling that's gonna happen with Idolo kind of got slowed down with the whole Ric Flair thing, because they were definitely gonna bring Ric Flair in for him. Until that happened, right? And I think that was planned too. I think that's why WWE, everybody kind of knew what was going to happen behind the scenes. Let that dry off, right? But right now, he has a match coming up against the Lucha Bros with a mystery partner. So I don't think he's going to get lost in the sauce. I think AEW right now, man, has a great shuffle, and they're going to bring in some more titles and stuff like that, and these guys are going to get to work, right? You know what I'm saying? Right now, one thing I like about them is the storytelling. Yeah, right, we saw some good work between Pac and Idolo, Cassidy and Idolo. So you're seeing like these storylines kind of get put in. I was like, why is Matt Hardy in the match? But I forgot Matt Hardy's in the program with Cassidy. But he's just
Matt Hardy's done, man. There's no disrespect to him either. He's a legend. He's done his work. But
one thing, go ahead and bring. He deserves to have broken Matt Hardy broke the right way in AEW and get a pop. I wish he would have been able to debut him in front of people. I think that's the last thing he could do, and just maybe go to be a manager or do cinematic matches, right?
It'd be a hell of a thing if his brother could get over there.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. But in this match we're talking about, remember Jon Moxley comes down, they're going at it, right? It's crazy. People are going through tables, and then the Joker's announced, which is Hangman Adam Page. He's over. This is that long-term storytelling we're talking about, because Hangman Adam Page has been going to was a tag team partner for Kenny Omega. Mm-hmm. They were champions, right?
I believe that's how they started.
Right? And then they started writing him out of the Elite. He didn't feel like he belonged and things of that nature. So we've been seeing this program being worked for almost over a year now. So when Hangman Adam Page came back, you knew he was going to get the title shot, right? Mm-hmm. But in the middle of the match, we talked about the botch earlier. Of course, AEW is great for putting out these pay-per-view matches on regular TV, but a lot of these guys are kind of green and they're not just seasoned enough to be doing certain things.
Yeah.
There was a spot, where Idolo and Pac are climbing to the top of the ladder. Pac headbutts Idolo off the ladder. He falls through a ladder outside. Hangman gets in. They climb to the top, and he gets a bullseye deadeye from the top of the ladder through the table down below, and it looked nasty. And this is a guy, Pac, who they just put out, is coming back off of a concussion, right? But it just looked nasty, guys. I saw the botch, and I was talking about it with one of the groups that I follow online, the Sportster. Hey, the Sportster is a hot group on Facebook. If you guys know about them, follow them. They have excellent wrestling stories. Shout out to the Sportster. But I was talking to them about it earlier, and they went back and watched the match, and they saw it as well. And I've been seeing certain botches. I know that AEW is brand new, and they're putting guys over, man. But even in the match that happened on Rampage, which was Ricky Starks versus Brian Cage, where Brian Cage hits Starks with a chair shot, and they show where Starks actually goes in his wristband and gets the blade in blades.
Yeah, that was
camera angles, bro, and the blading.
Horrible.
The
blading is a part of wrestling. Sorry, it's always it's a traditional thing, but in these days of times now, you gotta know the camera angles, man. You can't do it like that. You can't have the camera right there when a spot like that happens that leads to that situation.
A lot of stuff, dude. That's it again. With AEW, guys, this is a brand new company. So they don't have the camera angles. Like WWE has the camera angles down packed, man.
Yeah.
When I watch AEW, you see they're still learning that.
Yeah.
And you're really seeing a fledgling promotion come up from the grassroots. But they it's a lot of stuff they got to work out, man. And a lot of these wrestlers too have to get chemistry and everything like that. They have to start working a lot more dark matches.
I agree.
Right, because they're just on TV right now. They have a YouTube show. They're on TV twice, right? And they're pushing all this stuff with the botch, man. It just really looked bad.
It wasn't good for TV.
No, it wasn't good for TV.
At all. And
speaking of that, on Friday night, we were just talking about Rampage. The first match on that show was, of course, CM Punk clobbering time. He faced off against Daniel Garcia. Let me tell you something. AEW does have some young lions, and if this guy, Daniel Garcia, who wrestled a string of matches after that, like 4 matches after that, where he was in the prime spotlight wrestling against some good guys, he put on a great match against CM Punk, man.
That was a hell of a match.
He's a great heel. I don't know these guys 2.0. I don't know. I know they came from NXT, I'm sorry.
I don't know their backstory.
I don't know their backstory that much, but they came right over into AEW, and they're fitting in with Daniel Garcia and making this trio. And with the thing that AEW has going on with all these factions, people don't like it, but I like it because it shows, it's kind of groups and gangs. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think they get another show that is prime, they'll be all right. Start doing house shows. I don't think cats are going to get lost in the sauce. You just have to add up a couple more belts. And it's just that...
That's what I was about to get to.
The quarantine releases, which we're going to do a show about the quarantine releases, guys. What this thing that happened with WWE selling and having to release stars kind of changed the wrestling game. And when you have major players, it's just like free agency in basketball.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get used to it. Like our Lakers right now. We're 0-3 in the preseason. People are like, oh my gosh. Like, bro.
Just chill.
Look at the Miami Heat. It's going to take time to gel. And if it gels at the right time, it's cool. Same thing with AEW. A lot of these stars, like, remember, Idolo came in, and he was the hottest thing at the time when AEW signed him. Now, look. They didn't think they were going to get CM Punk or Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys instantly go over Idolo. But Idolo's not going to get lost because now you're running this program with the Lucha Brothers who are tag team champions. You're going to get your time, bro. Just chill. Everybody can't be champ. Everybody can't be on TV. But the great thing about AEW, did you see that Adam Cole makes over $300,000 a year from Twitch? He's going to be able to keep his Twitch stream with AEW. It's going to go through the roof. You get your merchandise. You're able to go and wrestle at other promotions.
And that's why WWE lost him over Twitch.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see stuff like that, like Brian Cage, and we talked about him. He was in them. You can tell he talked up and he got a match.
Yeah.
They put him on, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Brian, you're still able to go with Flip Gordon, be the Machines, go do your tag team thing, go do your cosplay thing. You have your Twitch stream.
Forbidden doors open for him still.
Exactly.
Go venture off.
Go do your thing, man. And that's the great thing about AEW. That's what I love about AEW. That's what I love about wrestling. That's the whole reason we're doing this show, guys. The whole reason that we're doing this show is because wrestling is active again.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about more promotions. Right now, we just did a straight kind of AEW show.
Yeah.
just to let you know how we gonna be coming. Me and my dude just blazed a quick J, and that's what we did. This is a quick show, and we just want to let you know how it's gonna be coming for the No Sell Show. It'll be on Fans Know the Game too. You'll see it on the YouTube channel. You'll also be able to get it on Anchor, all of the Anchor. Anchor is my stock program. Anchor, anywhere you stream, Spotify, anywhere you'll be able to stream this show. You know what I'm saying? You'll get to know me and my dog Don Callis. You know what I'm saying? Drew Callis.
Don Drew.
He's Don Drew. He's a Don. That's why. God damn it.
God damn it, Kenny.
Yes. And you'll get to know me, the cleaner. And we're going to make sure that we entertain you guys every time we get a chance. We're going to go ahead and bring you spots. You know what I'm saying? We're going to oversell times. You know what I mean? So get used to it because we're here. Man, I'm just happy to get this first show out the way with my dude, Drew Callis, man.
A lot of more content for you guys. A lot more content,
man. You're going to catch us on the Facebook group, Fans of the Game too. We do a lot of posts. You'll see stuff like that. And just between us, you'll see stuff. You know, who knows? You might see the No Sell page up very soon. You never know, man. Things is popping, man. So with that being said, I am Garland Greene, a.k.a. Kenny Omega the Cleaner.
It's your boy, DMC, a.k.a. Drew Callis.
And with that being said, I'd like to bid you a fond adieu, goodbye, and good night. Bang!